Now we are going for the water cooling system. Okay, water cooling systems. That we have already described about. There are two types of cooling system. One is air cooling system, and there is water cooling system. In the last session, we have already discussed how the cooling takes place by air cooling system and what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages. So water cooling system, here this needs a radiator, that is the extra part. Okay, and there will be water jackets around the cylinder. Okay, so when water is circulate near the cylinder head, okay, so this water jacket may be added to the cylinder or cylinder head, or maybe integral part also. So when this water jacket takes up the heat from the cylinder or cylinder head, then it goes to the radiator where it can expose the temperature, that is heat is transferred to the atmosphere. Okay, so it takes up the heat from cylinder head and transfers it and comes back to radiator where it transfers heat to the atmosphere. Okay, so by this way system is completed. It takes up the heat from the cylinder, comes back to the radiator where it gives out the temperature to the atmosphere, then it becomes cool and the system is repeated. Thus the system is repeated. Okay, so this is basic concept of water cooling. Now there are so many types of water cooling. First of all, thermo syphon system. Another is pump assisted thermo syphon system. Then maybe pressurized cooling system. Then thermostatic regulators, regulator cooling, and last one is evaporative cooling. Okay, so I am going for the thermo syphon system and pump, and thereafter this thermostatic regulators. So let us see thermo syphon cooling system. Okay, so as we have discussed, there will be cylinder. So Now there will be radiator parts, okay. So like this is your radiator, okay. Water is going from here this way, okay. This is your cylinder, we can enclose system like this also. So heat is taken away from the cylinder, it is going in this direction and coming to this way, see here. So this way it is coming down and heat is exposed to the atmosphere, so lower temperature will be there, okay. So this is intake, that is lower hose pipe, upper hose pipe, this is upper hose pipe, this is radiator, okay. So this thermo siphon cooling is used, this is radiator and heat is taken from the cylinder coming to the radiator where heat is exposed to the atmosphere, it becomes normal condition and this temperature should not be fall, it should not be fall more than 80 degrees, so the cooling is done. Here this cooling is also, cooling is for, remember it is for heavy duty vehicles, not much effective. So what we are doing, not much effective. Here radiator we have to place, radiator has to be placed above the cylinder head, So these are the problems of the thermo siphon cooling and these problems are overcome by pump assisted. See, pump means like this. Here in the lower hose pipe, if we can put the pump like this, okay, and this is the cylinder, suppose, then from cylinder using this one thermostatic regulator, okay, this is thermostatic regulator, then what will happen? This problem are over in this case. So this is thermostatic regulator, okay, and this is pump assisted thermosiphon. By that way also cooling is done. Another, this is pressurized and evaporative. Pressurized cooling, very high pressure is generated and that will take up the heat from the cylinder. So that way also cooling is done, water cooling system. Another is evaporation. That evaporation, latent heat of vaporization is used and that will take away the heat from the cylinder also. So these are the types of water cooling system. For this we need radiator. There will be water jacket around the cylinder. It takes up the heat from the cylinder and comes back to the radiator where it transfers the heat to the atmosphere. Thus the system is repeated. So types means thermosiphon, pump assisted, thermostatic regulator, pressurized cooling and evaporative. That I have discussed here. One of the thermosiphon cooling system, it is one of the important, and modification of this we can do by pump assisted. Here we can use the pump as well as thermostatic regulators. By this way water cooling system is completed. And advantage of water cooling system I will discuss in next class. Thank you.